If I had to choose one fragrance to wear during the month of September, there'd be no contest. There would be no debate. It would be Zoologist Harvest Mouse. This is actually my wedding fragrance. And I'm going to break down why it is the best late summer, autumn, early fall fragrance ever made. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tini Fragrance. My name is John Novatini, and I'm dedicated to bringing you unbiased, unsponsored, and unpaid for fragrance reviews. Something that can be pretty difficult, if not impossible, to find on the internet these days. In a world of drop shippers and scammers, everything seems to be sponsored or promoted through TikTok Shop. Not me. I burned through cash on fragrances for your all's knowledge. So to the 233 people watching, I appreciate it. Zoologist Harvest Mouse. This is a fragrance that I think might be zoologist's best in terms of capturing the essence of the animal and their habitat, while also being not just wearable, which is a compliment usually to zoologist perfumes, but actually something that I choose on a daily basis or for a special occasion over many other fragrances that are not designed to be specifically niche or unique. This is just a fragrance that smells fantastic and also hits the nail on the head when it comes to capturing the animal's vibe. When you first spray Zoologist Harvest Mouse, you get an unmistakable opening of bergamot, clove, and that's really the main two. But there's a little bit of orange underneath, orange blossom. Not citrusy though. Bergamot, clove, a touch of the orange blossom. That's how it starts out. Now, the opening is fine, it's great, okay, blah, blah, blah. That lasts for, 45 seconds. If you worn a lot of fragrances, those opening notes, it doesn't really matter. What matters, the middle and the base. That's what you're gonna be smelling like for pretty much 90% of the time you're wearing this fragrance. The beer ale note and the hay notes take the cake when it comes to the middle notes of Harvest Mouse. I'm not sure exactly how they synthesized the beer/ale note, but it is very present. It doesn't smell synthetic, and it is an incredible scent. The beer and hay notes make this, in my opinion, one of the coziest scents and perfect for the late summer months. I used to cure country hams back when I was a young boy. We used to start them in January. You'd get a big leg of a ham, and you'd pack cure on it and hang it in a barn for months. Every few months, 3 months or so, you'll go, take it down, wrap it out of the sock, brush all the molds, scrub it down, oil it up, hang it back to dry. You do this for the whole summer, then we would go to the state fair and give a presentation on these hams. Hang on with me, there's a point to this story. The country ham speeches and demonstration speeches played a pivotal role in my life. I actually was able to auction one off for roughly $1,000 when I was 14. But that auction always happened the very beginning of September in an auction house in Jessamine County, Kentucky, rural area. We'd have hay and long grass of wheat, sun beating down. We'd be missing that first Thursday night football game, and I would protest to my parents that I should be at home. But we would sell that ham, and that is what this scent brings me back to. Those days I used to have selling cured meats in rural Kentucky. Story I've never told on the internet, but this scent brings me back to that. Late summer in a field of hay and wheat. The dry down, overwhelmingly vanilla with a touch of woods. There's some cedar. There's a little bit of sandalwood as well. But it really leans that sweeter vanilla side, which mixed in to those earlier notes of the beer, ale, and hay is fantastic. It's almost like a cookie, a baked good. Very warm, very cozy, but very, very nostalgic as a scent. As someone who believes in the power of scents to linking memories, this fragrance probably does the best job of unlocking memories or nostalgic feelings. It's one of the reasons I wore it for my wedding. 2 sprays on the neck, 1 behind the ear for when you hug the in-laws. They get that scent. They give you a hug, say welcome to the family, go, someone smells like a harvest mouse. That's what Zoologist has done perfectly with this fragrance. Longevity, you're looking 4 or 5 hours of strong life of this fragrance. The projection, not the best. You can definitely spray good 3-4 sprays and you're not going to overwhelm people. And if you do, it's not the end of the world. It's not like some other fragrances that are sharp. Someone will just think, there's a harvest mouse around here. No one's ever been fired for smelling like a harvest mouse in the office, to my knowledge. So I would not worry about overspraying. I would not worry about longevity. Most Zoologist fragrances last pretty well on the skin. But if you want something for this very specific time of year, this autumn season, before we get into cooler nights and start wearing things like moth or Guerlain honey tobacco, then Zoologist Harvest Mouse, not mouth, is probably my best recommendation for you. This one is in my top 3 fragrances of all time. So yeah, thank you for watching this short review of Zoologist Harvest Mouse. I wanted to get this out during this September month, since I think this fragrance is so fitting. And if you enjoy this video, I please encourage you to please subscribe to the channel to support unbiased, unsponsored, and unpaid for fragrance reviews. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.